Have you ever felt that burning desire, that vivid image of what you could achieve, only to have someone, a friend, a family member, even your own inner voice, douse it with a bucket of cold water? That dream, once so bright, flickers and threatens to extinguish under the weight of doubt and discouragement. It's a universal experience, this clash between aspiration and external negativity. And it's in those moments, teetering on the edge of giving up, that your true strength is tested. We're constantly bombarded with opinions, expectations, and limitations, often disguised as well-meaning advice. Be realistic, they say. Don't get your hopes up. That's just not how the world works. These phrases, intended to protect us from disappointment, can inadvertently imprison us in a cage of mediocrity. They chip away at our confidence, erode our self-belief, and ultimately prevent us from pursuing the very things that could bring us the greatest joy and fulfillment. The problem isn't just that others doubt us. It's that their doubt can become our own. We internalize their criticisms, amplify their fears, and start to question our abilities. The dream that once felt so attainable now seems distant and impossible. We begin to settle for less, convinced that we're not good enough, smart enough, or lucky enough to achieve our goals. This self-doubt is a powerful force, capable of derailing even the most determined individuals. But what if you could learn to navigate these challenges? What if you could develop the resilience to withstand the negativity, the courage to pursue your dreams despite the obstacles, and the unwavering belief in your own potential? This isn't about ignoring valid feedback or dismissing legitimate concerns. It's about discerning the difference between constructive criticism and limiting beliefs, between realistic assessment and fear-based projections. It's about reclaiming your power, silencing the inner critic, and forging your own path, regardless of what others may say. This journey is about more than just achieving success. It's about living a life of purpose, passion, and authenticity. It's about refusing to let the opinions of others define you, limiting your potential, or dimming your light. It's about embracing your unique talents, pursuing your deepest desires, and creating a life that truly reflects who you are and what you're capable of. It's about understanding that the biggest obstacle to your dreams is often not external, but internal. The limiting beliefs you've adopted, the fears you allowed control you, and the doubts you permitted to undermine your confidence. This is an invitation to challenge those limitations, confront those fears, and unleash your full potential. So, how do you cultivate this unwavering belief in yourself? How do you drown out the noise of negativity and stay focused on your goals? How do you transform doubt into determination and turn obstacles into opportunities? These are the questions we'll explore together. This isn't just another motivational speech. It's a practical guide to overcoming self-doubt, silencing the critics, and pursuing your dreams with unwavering conviction. It's about learning to not just dream big, but to act big to live big, and become the person you were always meant to be, regardless of what anyone else may say. It's about understanding that your dreams are valid, your potential is limitless, and your journey is worth fighting for. Now, consider how this applies when you face criticism from individuals closest to you. It's one thing to brush off naysayers in periphery, quite another when the discouraging words come from a parent, sibling, or spouse. Their opinions often carry significant emotional weight, stemming from a place of perceived protection or concern. However, this concern, though well-intentioned, can inadvertently stifle your ambitions. Think of it as a vine, meant to support a growing plant, instead constricting its stem, preventing it from reaching its full potential. Conversely, sometimes discouragement masquerades as tough love. The rationale is that by pointing out potential pitfalls and weaknesses, they're preparing you for the harsh realities of the world. The problem is that this approach often lacks the crucial element of encouragement. It focuses solely on the negative, neglecting to acknowledge your strengths, talents, and past successes. This can lead to a crippling sense of inadequacy, making you hesitant to even try. Another crucial layer is understanding the source of their skepticism. Are they projecting their own unfulfilled dreams and fears onto you? Perhaps they once harbored similar aspirations but were unsuccessful, leading them to believe that your path is equally doomed. Or maybe they simply lack the vision to see your potential, trapped in a conventional mindset that limits their understanding of what's possible. Recognizing the underlying motivations behind their negativity can help you detach emotionally and avoid internalizing their doubts. Furthermore, it's essential to cultivate a support network of individuals who genuinely believe in your vision. Seek out mentors, friends, or online communities where you can share your ideas, receive encouragement, and find inspiration. Surrounding yourself with positive influences can act as a buffer against negativity, reinforcing your self-belief and providing the motivation you need to persevere. Imagine it as building a fortress around your dreams, protecting them from the storms of doubt and discouragement. Building on this, however, learning to strategically share your dreams is vital. Not every idea needs to be broadcast to the world, especially in its nascent stages. Consider carefully who you confide in, choosing individuals who are likely to offer constructive feedback and unwavering support. Sometimes, keeping your vision close to your chest, nurturing it in private until it's strong enough to withstand external scrutiny, is the wisest course of action. Think of it as planting a seed in fertile ground, allowing it to germinate and grow before exposing it to the harsh elements. Therefore, the key is not to become completely impervious to feedback, but to develop a discerning ear. Filter out the negativity that stems from fear, projection, or limited thinking, and focus on constructive criticism that can help you refine your vision and improve your execution. Remember, your dreams are your own, and you have the right to pursue them with passion and conviction, regardless of what anyone else may say. This journey requires self-awareness, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to your own potential. Reflecting on this journey so far, we begin to perceive a pattern, a subtle architecture beneath the surface of our aspirations. It's as though we've been navigating a labyrinth of perceptions, both internal and external, each turn revealing a new facet of the challenge and the opportunity that lies before us. We see how the simple act of dreaming, of envisioning a different future, is not merely a passive exercise, but a courageous act of self-assertion, a declaration of independence from the limitations imposed by circumstance and the expectations of others. The cumulative effect of these insights is akin to sharpening a lens, bringing into focus the nuances of our inner landscape. We understand that the external voices, the chorus of doubt and discouragement, are often merely echoes of our own internal uncertainties, amplified by the fears and projections of those around us. Discerning the source of these echoes, recognizing their underlying motivations, allows us to detach emotionally, to avoid internalizing their negativity and allowing it to define our potential. Drawing these strands together, we see that the path forward isn't about building impenetrable walls against criticism, but about cultivating a discerning ear, a refined filter that separates the noise from the signal. It's about learning to value constructive feedback while simultaneously shielding ourselves from the corrosive effects of fear-based projections and limiting beliefs. This requires a delicate balance, a constant calibration of our internal compass, ensuring that we remain true to our vision while remaining open to learning and growth. In light of these insights, the pursuit of our dreams transforms from a solitary endeavor into a collaborative journey, a weaving together of individual aspirations and collective support. Building a strong network of like-minded individuals, mentors, and allies becomes paramount, providing a sanctuary of encouragement and inspiration, a bulwark against the inevitable storms of doubt and adversity. This network serves not only as a source of external validation, but also as a mirror, reflecting back to us our own strengths and potential, reminding us of what we are capable of achieving. As we pivot towards a final reflection, consider how the courage to dream big, even in the face of opposition, is ultimately an act of self-love. It's a recognition of our inherent worth, a belief in our capacity to create a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling. It's about honoring our unique talents, pursuing our deepest passions, and refusing to settle for a life that is less than we deserve. It is about understanding that the most important voice to listen to is our own, the quiet whisper of our intuition, guiding us towards our true north. The implications of this are profound. It suggests that the greatest obstacle to our success is not the external world, but our own internal limitations. By challenging those limitations, by confronting our fears and embracing our potential, we unlock a power within ourselves that is capable of transforming our lives and the world around us. It is a power that is fueled by passion, driven by purpose, and sustained by an unwavering belief in the possibility of a brighter future. This power is not a gift bestowed upon a select few, but a potential inherent in each and every one of us, waiting to be awakened. Having traversed this landscape of dreams and doubts, we arrive not at a destination, but a threshold. It's the point where understanding transforms into action, where the theoretical becomes deeply personal. It's a quiet realization that the power to shape your reality doesn't reside in some distant, unattainable realm, but within the very core of your being, waiting to be ignited. It's the understanding that dreaming big isn't a naive fantasy, but a radical act of self-belief, a declaration that you refuse to be confined by the limitations of others or the shadows of your own fears. Think of it as finally understanding the language of your own heart. You've spent so long listening to the external voices, the cacophony of opinions and expectations, that you've almost forgotten how to hear your own inner wisdom. This journey has been about rediscovering that voice, amplifying its signal, and learning to trust its guidance, even when it leads you down unconventional paths. It's about acknowledging that your intuition is not a whimsical impulse, but a powerful compass, pointing you towards your true north. The implication is that the real work begins now, not in some distant future when conditions are perfect or when all the obstacles have magically vanished. It begins in the present moment, with a conscious decision to embrace your potential, to silence the inner critic, and to pursue your dreams with unwavering conviction. It's about taking that first step, however small, toward the life you envision, knowing that each step forward strengthens your resolve and clarifies your path. Consider the possibility that your dreams are not merely selfish ambitions, but a vital contribution to the world. Perhaps your unique talents and passions are precisely what's needed to solve a pressing problem, to inspire others, or create something beautiful and meaningful. By pursuing your dreams, you're not just fulfilling your own potential. You're also enriching the lives of those around you, creating a ripple effect of positivity and inspiration. The final encouragement is this: embrace the uncertainty. The path to your dreams will undoubtedly be filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But it's in those moments that you'll discover your true strength, your resilience, and your unwavering commitment to your vision. Remember that every obstacle overcome is a victory earned. Every challenge faced is an opportunity for growth, and every setback is a lesson learned. Ultimately, the message is not just about dreaming big, but about living big, about embracing your full potential, and about creating a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling. It's about refusing to let the opinions of others define you, limiting your potential, or dimming your light. It's about trusting your intuition, pursuing your passions, and becoming the person you were always meant to be. The true practice begins now, in the quiet moments of self-reflection, in the courageous acts of self-belief, and in the unwavering pursuit of your dreams, regardless of what anyone else may say.